Hello and welcome. I have a fantastic craft outlet haul for you today. Now, craft outlet is one of my favorite places to purchase my wreath supplies, and you do not need a business license to be able to shop there. The one thing that I really love is you can pull together an entire wreath with all of the supplies that they have right there on their site. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing I'm going to start with is this beautiful roll of ribbon, and this is by Really Good Ribbon, one of my favorite makers for ribbon. This is 2.5 inches at 10 yards. It was $7.95, but I love the black and white and then the little hits of pink in the bows. I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. Now, I really like what they've done recently with their website is at the very bottom they have an area where you can search for themes, and they had a theme for like Alice in Wonderland, and this is one of the ribbon. I really like it. I bought several items, so I'm going to show you how it all pulls together. So I picked up one of those, and then this ribbon I bought to go with it. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And this is again 2.5 inches at 10 yards. This was $5.95. To go with this, as an accent mesh in the wreath, I picked this up. This is Deco Poly Mesh, 10 inches at 10 yards, and I believe this is $5.95, which is not bad actually. And then they had a bunch of sprays to go with this, and I kind of lost control, but oh my goodness, so many cute things. So the first one is this set of black and white checked bunny ears. They do have a nice long piece of wire. Actually, they have two pieces, which is great. Make sure you get that nice and secure. I also found this gorgeous, very large, curly cued black and white spray. This was $4.50, and they all come very well wrapped. I have to say, I'm always very pleased. Everything is covered and wrapped. I also found this adorable spray, and does that not scream Alice in Wonderland? And this one was $4.75. They have each of the 4 suits. And this one's got to be my favorite, the stopwatch of the bunny, and this was $6.50. And this is a good size. All of these sprays are a good size, so this wreath is going to be large. Now, I bought all of this to go on the same wreath, so yes, it's going to be probably an 18-inch wreath when I make it. But I was so thrilled to find all these really cool items, and this was not all of them. They had a lot more in that theme. I think that's great. I've never seen a store do that before. They also had this really beautiful sign in that same theme, Wander into Wonderland. Oh, I really love the colors. I believe they had 2 different sizes. This is the 10.5 inch size. Now, this is their waterproof sign. It is kind of like on a thick, stiff foam board. You do have to attach something to attach it to your wreath. I usually just do pipe cleaners, and that seems to work very well on these. But oh, I loved the graphics. I thought that was really pretty. Now, I'm planning on using this on a separate wreath. And to go with this, I found this adorable spray, which is also new. And it's these mushrooms. And they really look like mushrooms. Now, this pick was $5.95. But I thought this, along with this and the right color ribbon, maybe a couple other elements, would make a really pretty wreath. I also picked up some more mushroom ribbon. This was new. I really like the green, brown, and neutral background. I did pick it up in the 2.5 inch and 1.5 inch. The 2.5 inch was $6.95 and the 1.5 inch was $4.95, and they're both at 10 yards. I Thought this would be really pretty. In my last haul from Craft Outlet, I got the larger ribbon, but it had more of an orange-red color theme to it. So when I saw the green, I really liked that, so I picked up one of each size. I grabbed 2 of these 10-inch by 10-yard rolls of deco mesh. This is their deco poly mesh. I thought this was so pretty. It has light brown and dark brown stripes. Very, very pretty. I grabbed 2 rolls of this. I thought it would make a perfect neutral base for the Wander into Wonderland wreath. I did pick up some more Ladybug ribbon. I really liked this one. I picked it up in the last haul with a green background, and I wanted to get the one here with the neutral background as well. I really like the way they did the ladybugs. And this is 1.5 inches at 10 yards. It was $4.95. I thought that was cute. But this one really caught my eye. Oh, so pretty. I love the black trim and the red with the white polka dots. And then you have that neutral color with the ladybugs. Absolutely adorable. This one was a little pricey. 2.5 inches at 10 yards. It was $11.99. But that is some stunning ribbon. Now to accent those, I also picked this up with the really pretty black and red striped. This is 1.5 inches at 10 yards, and this one was $3.96. My favorite one. Really good ribbon. But I thought all of those would be really pretty. This would be so nice to accent the other ribbons. And then I found this metal sign. Now this is 8 inches. Oh, it's so pretty. It's brand new this year. And I like that it's metal. It does come already with a hole at the top and the bottom to make it easy to attach. But this is probably the prettiest ladybug sign I have seen in a long time. I was so happy that I found it. Absolutely gorgeous. I also picked up 2 of their natural jute colored mesh. This is a jute poly mesh, 10.5 inches at 10 yards. I did grab 2 rolls, and these are $5.95. I also grabbed these 2 neutral, and I haven't seen this one before. That is a stitched in stripe. I really like that. I like that very much. This is their Deco Poly Mesh, 10 inches at 10 yards, and I did grab 2 rolls. I grabbed 2 of what they call snow drift, or drift mesh, and this is kind of like the snowball mesh that you get from Hobby Lobby, but I like this because instead of little balls, it's evenly stitched. And I do like stripes like that because a lot of the methods that you do, they look so pretty when they have stripes. And this is 10.5 inches at 10 yards. I did grab 2. I grabbed 1 of their burlap mesh, 10 inches at 10 yards, and it's kind of like an off-white and then that jute colored striped. I think that's really pretty. I'm excited to use this. I just grabbed 1 roll of this. I'll use this more as like an accent. They also have really nice stems of florals and greenery as well as fruit. This is one of their strawberry stems, and this one was $5.75. I like that it includes both the berries and the little blooms along with the leaves. And you get several stems there, so 1 stem should be sufficient to use as an embellishment on a wreath. And to go with that, I picked up this sign. This is the first time I've seen this one. This one is also new this year. I love those bright strawberries and the simple welcome. It does have a little bit of planking there in the sign. And this is another one of the weatherproof signs. It was $5.95. I like these. They hold up very well if you put the wreath outside. I did pick up 2 rolls this time of one of my favorite ribbon, And this is white and it has a lot of glitter on it. It's so pretty in so many different wreaths. I love it as an accent ribbon. This is by Expressions. I have bought this twice in the past already. This last time they changed the number, so there's a new number on it. But I absolutely love this ribbon. It's so pretty. I love all that glitter. It is a little messy, but boy, it really shines on a wreath. I also picked up another roll of the lime green. This is 1.5 inches. This also has a lot of glitter on it, but it's not overly glittery. I really like it and the color is so pretty. I pretty much used the whole roll that I got from my last order. 1.5 inches at 10 yards, $4.75. And another one from my last order that I've used almost the whole roll is this 1.5 inch yellow ribbon by Really Good Ribbon. Both of these, love that brand. And this one was $3.50. 1.5 inches at 10 yards. I decided to pick up a plain white. This is Really Good Ribbon again. This is their, I think, Royal Canvas is what they call it. It's 1.5 inches at 10 yards, $3.50. This is really nice for accent ribbon because you can get any solid colors. They have the plain, which is like canvas, and then they, like I've shown you, they have different types of glitter like this. I also picked up this really pretty royal blue ribbon. I didn't have much in my stash and I need it for a project. This is 1.5 inches at 10 yards. This is $4.50. I really like that color. It is a velvet. It has a velvet feel. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to use it. I picked up the drift mesh in royal blue and white. I really like this. It's so pretty, and that's 10.5 inches at 10 yards. Then I also picked it up here in their Deco Poly Mesh, royal blue and white. I like this as well. I picked up a lot of different shades of blue for summertime wreath making. In their Deco Mesh, 10 inches at 10 yards, I got their dark navy blue. And then their Deco Poly Mesh, royal blue. And this one I thought was really pretty. This is also their Deco Poly Mesh. This is called Smoke Blue. But I like all the different colors. Beautiful shades for an ocean wreath. I also found this one and I like it. It has kind of a denim looking blue and then this teal. And I love the two together. I think that's gorgeous. Another really beautiful color to make a ocean themed wreath. And this is 10 inches at 10 yards Deco Poly Mesh. I also picked up a couple rolls here of their ombre metallic mesh, 10 inches at 10 yards. So this is the blue ombre. And I believe this was teal. But I thought these two would be really pretty to mix together, again, for an under the water or by the sea wreath. In the checkered mesh, I also picked it up in this beautiful blue and white. Look at how stunning that is. Again, a really nice accent mesh. Deco Poly Mesh, 10 inches at 10 yards. Now their mesh 10 inches ranges anywhere from about $4.50 to like $6.95. Some of them are a little bit higher than that if you get the really intricate or detailed mesh. But I really like their mesh. Everything I've used so far I haven't really had any issues with. But oh my God, I totally fell in love with this. I can't wait to use it. I found this gorgeous monarch butterfly ribbon. Absolutely beautiful. I love that they have from the side and then down from the top. Very, very pretty. Again, this is Really Good Ribbon, 2.5 inches at 10 yards. That was $5.95. And then I bought the orange with the glitter on it. This is the Really Good Ribbon. And this is 1 inch at 10 yards, $4.75. So pretty. And then I bought this one also to go with it, but the orange is a little different. That orange and black. I may be able to work it in. I'll have to see how it goes when I make a bunch. And this is 1.5 inches at 10 yards, $4.95. And these are a little bit more lighter and brighter. This one's a little bit darker. I may save this for Halloween, but we'll see. All depends on my mood when I make it. Now, to go with these, oh my goodness. I have this beautiful large metal butterfly. Now they have the butterfly in a couple different colors, but I didn't find any ribbon that would match the other colored butterflies. Now of course you don't have to have ribbon that has butterflies on it, but I really like that when I put together a wreath. So this is what I'm going to use for this wreath. I haven't decided exactly how I want my base. I may go neutral so that this will all stand out. But again, everything comes nicely wrapped. The signs are always beautifully wrapped. This one came in a sleeve of bubble wrap. I also picked up 1 roll of the Deco Poly Mesh. This is white with silver metallic stripes in it. Again, I thought this would be a nice accent with the silver stripes in there. Really nice finds. And there you go. That's everything that I picked up on this order from craftoutlet.com. As you can see, we're going to have a lot of fun this summer making some beautiful wreaths. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. If you enjoy craft tutorials and hauls, you're going to want to check out these other videos. Thanks again. Take care of yourself. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.